If I did this on the seining ground, somebody would have my turn. Boy, would I be mad. Anyway, my name is Dave Densmore. I've been a commercial fisherman all my life. I grew up in the Aleutians, where back when there wasn't a lot of salmon around, we worked hard just to make enough to get through the winter. And it was a subsistence lifestyle. Any meat that went on the table we either shot or caught or dug for nature, because I was so dependent on it. And last few years we've been hearing about all the disasters and the things that are. We have a lot of fish in Alaska this year. I think somebody said it was a bumper year, but so many places that are in trouble. And I just had to address that a little bit. So this might be a little different type of poem for me.
Drop a piece of paper.
Holy man. That's almost as bad as not being able to turn the skiff loose. The web of life becomes so cluttered. At times the twine that binds we just can't see. To turn away from so important, superficial, is to find the thread that sets us free. The all-inclusive web of life that binds plant, animal, bird, fish, and man, its strength, its weakness, our charge. Its integrity rests in our own hands. Cordage and twine, the fisherman's nets, eventually fall into disrepair. So too, nature's net needs attention, or litter and clutter will choke all air. The strongest web needs every thread, and nature's balance is much the same. The frays and tatters of nature's net, very much our legacy of shame. The future once dreamed is not the reality of today. In the stewardship of our world, we seem to have simply lost our way. Lift up your eyes. Think with your heart. She is our mother after all. Stand up and fight for her rights, else nature's or disaster's net, this species too will fall. I gotta tell you that one from the heart. This next one, I'm just going to read one more short one. I had a brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law now, but he was a 30-year Coast Guard man. He went to Vietnam. He spent lots of years patrolling up and down the Aleutians. He had some good stories, everything from brawls in the elbow room in Unalaska to making ice, some pretty death-defying feats that the Coast Guard did out there, keeping our navigation lights going. I love him dearly. I have a lot of respect for him. He kind of, anyway, he's kind of the reason I wrote this poem. But also, going back east has been a real eye-opener for me. I love going east. In New Bedford, a bunch of the whalermen, ex-whalermen, were kind of the inspiration of this also. Down where my pal Ernie lives, there was a whole family of lifesavers. They're kind of the inspiration for this poem, so this is why. It's called Simply My Brother. And after all, aren't we all? The joke was so very good, we laughed till we shed tears. A favored team scored, together we roared and cheered. Side by side we sat in dumb silence, as the pain and loss we shared. But I knew him there, my brother, as the one who truly cared. Once when working together we were both caught in a bind, and as the blood flowed and mingled, who could tell which was his, which was mine? We cussed and discussed about politics, the attributes of girls and wine. Of course we didn't always agree, but that too was fine. It was pointed out to me the difference, so that man is a black. That from someone I thought knew better, and I was shocked, taken aback. The lack of intelligence in that little statement, the obtuseness I saw in the man, made me wonder how we could even claim to be part of God's greater plan. I replied, the differences that you claim are actually just cultural lies. I care not about the color of his skin, but I do know the color of my brother's eyes. Thank you.